All right. Here we go. David, what's going on, man? Ab and Tom also up in the chat. What's going on, guys? We are back. Germany, Ecuador, Curacao, Ivory Coast. I have, obviously, main focus going to be... Actually, I don't know. Main focus going to be on the Germany and Ecuador game, but obviously going to be keeping a close eye on the Ivory Coast one as well. Obviously want to see our boy Amad Diallo cooking up. But players shaking hands right now, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you, first off, you hit that like button on the stream when you come in. Vote on the poll and give me the score predictions in the chat. I'm saying, man, this Ecuador team's weird. Because they actually are decent. But they haven't even scored a goal yet in this tournament. Defensively, like, they're pretty solid. So I'm going to say like a Germany 2-0 and maybe like an Ivory Coast. Are we giving Curacao benefit of the doubt, or are they going to be able to score one? Am I going to be doing Japan-Sweden? I will be doing Japan-Sweden as well. Silver Fox Mexico, a dark horse confirmed. I'm telling you, man, I cannot wait. Their round of... They're not already set for their round of 32 game. Are they? Like, they don't know who they're playing against yet? Regardless of who it is, obviously it's going to be against the third place team. So, I would assume they're going to win that, and then round of 16, if they're matched up against one of the top nations, I guarantee you that they could be causing an upset. Watch the Curacao game, going to be much better, saying Joshy V8s. We're going to see the boy Tai Chung put on a masterclass for Curacao. No, I've actually liked Germany. I think Germany have looked really good in this tournament. I haven't even seen their starting lineup yet. I'm pretty sure they're starting Havertz. Undev has been absolutely clinical coming off the bench, though. I decided to watch the Japan and Sweden game. It's starting at midnight my time and ending at 2 a.m. Jeez. Counter debate. What's going on, man? He says, Troy, I told you South Korea were melts. Dude, they were, man. Canada versus South Africa confirmed round of 32 game. And honestly, I'm gonna call it now, and like I'm just gonna put my hand up and take the blame for all of the Canadians, because I just have this terrible feeling that South Africa will win that game solely because I've just been shit talking them throughout the entire tournament. I've been shit talking them out throughout the entire tournament, and then they're gonna play Canada in the knockout round and lose, and that's gonna be my punishment for disrespecting them. JP, what's going on, man? 3-1 Germany. You think Ecuador can get a goal, man? They got to get at least one goal in this World Cup. Have to get at least one. We're about to get these first halves going right now. Canada can't lose them. It'd be insane. It'd be devastating. Like, we should have, regardless if it was Korea, Czech, or like South Africa, Canada should be beating all those three teams. All three of them. David saying Canada will win. All right, here we go. First half officially underway. Germany, Ecuador. Ecuador need a win here. They are in great danger of not going through. Germany going long early. Havertz couldn't hold it up. Defender does well. I can see that happening. South Africa 1-0 against Canada. You're going to jinx it. Kyle, what's going on, man? Justin, MUFC, understand that Matheus Fernandes wants to join the club. He would play for Tottenham. He would play for Tottenham, but he prefers United. Kyle saying, reported from Andy Mitten. And Tchouaméni is happy at Real Madrid, but if his situation changes, he would like to play for Manchester United. Honestly, and I've actually been hearing we're linked with Metro in Germany as well. And here come Germany early. Can they find a shot? Florian Wirtz trying to bring it down, clear it away. Why are my channels always delayed? What are you watching it on? The Vuvuzelas might give Canada a headache. I love that Peacock has simulcasting so you can watch both games at once. They have that on TSN too. Oh my goodness, and Germany's already up 1-0. Leroy Sané, nice and early, puts Germany in the lead, and Ecuador looking like they're going to be going out in the group stage. What just happened? The Ecuador players are protesting. Dude, I'm not even going to lie. I just saw the shot of it going in. I didn't actually see the build up to it because I was looking at the chat. Oh, high foot from Pavlovic, 100%. That's what they're protesting. Honestly, that's got to be called, surely, right? He definitely does get his head. The high foot call is such a weird one for me because like that one, like that was really, really high. I think that should be called back. But like for example, if you put your head like down into the guy's foot, like super low, and you get hit in the head, I don't think that should be high foot. Are they? What's going on? Dude, they're letting it stand? What do you guys think on that? Should that stand? How is that not high foot? It's a goal? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I want Germany to win. I literally bet Germany, but what the hell is going on? Joshua V8 says, why do we have female referees here? Hey man, you said it, not me. He didn't even touch him. It definitely looked like he did touch him there. And Curacao apparently almost scores at David. Hold on a sec. I gotta go grab my freaking turkey sausage. Hold on. Goal all day, every day. You're high foot, snowflake. It's a contact sport. Canada got a good result having to play against South Africa. Dude, I told you, man. I told you that finishing second was actually going to be better than for us. As it stands right now, Germany on 9 points, but I'm pretty sure, regardless of what happens here, they finish top of the group, no? Because of head-to-head? If you get the ball, it's fairs, in my opinion. Dude, I need to see it back. I need to see it from a different angle and closer up. Because I agree. If you get the if he kicked him in the head, it should be a foul. Here, they're showing it again. He definitely kicked him in the face, bro. Look at this. Why are they showing it from the back, bro? Show it from the other side. It looked like his studs grazed his face on the way down, no? Dan, what's going on, man? If you hit the guy in the face with your foot, then and only then is it a foul. But I swear, man, it looks like he's on the way down. It looks like his studs just like graze along his face. That was just a kiss. I mean, regardless, even if it was a graze or not, like, even if it's barely touching you, if you're getting studs on your face and especially your nose, that shit's fuck. That's a foul. Like, that shit's gonna hurt. Oh my goodness, Verts couldn't find Musiala. Potential Ecuador counter here. Look at this hold-up play. Tried to play the ball over the top. I think he's offside. And Ivory Coast are up 1-0, and I believe it's Nicola Pepe. How have they even gone up 1-0? Tell me it's through an Ahmed assist. Curacao, inside 7 minutes, down 1-0 to Ivory Coast early. Let's see. Ew. Ew, dude, that is the shittiest defending that we have seen in this entire tournament. Oh my goodness, that looked like U8 kids. Dude, that looked like recreation football there. Like, what on God's name are they doing? Group E, third place, won't go through. Is Group E is this group, or no? Yeah, dude, David, 1-0. Oh, sorry, I put it for Curacao. 1-0 Ivory Coast, sorry. But even if Ecuador, so if Ecuador don't, they just scored. Ecuador have just scored to tie it up. I switched to one game and there's goals in the other. Ecuador won, Germany won. Dude, these games are off to a crazy start right now. As it stands, Ivory Coast will play Norway. You're telling me if Ecuador don't win this game, they can't go through as a third place team? Because they go above Curacao in the third. Dude, POV, it's 1-1 in the Ecuador game now. They just tied it up. Let's see this fish. I think outside the box. I don't even know how he got this shot off. Did it take a deflection? It may have gone... Did it go off? It goes through the legs of Pavlovic. Hits a clean strike into the bottom right corner. Neuer can't get anywhere near it. If Ecuador win, they have a chance. A tie isn't enough. Yeah, they have to win. This is their first goal. First goal of the World Cup for Ecuador. And damn, did they need it. No, that was a crazy shot. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm having a shocker with this scoreboard. David, thank you. There we go. Dude, Ahmad almost scored as well. Every time I switch the games, there's action in the other game that I'm not looking at. Germany, deep free kick, wide left. Dude, United fans, keep your eye on David Raum. David Raum getting a start for Germany in this game. I'm telling you, I believe he's 28 years old. Dude, he would be the perfect left back for United. And I still think that's like an alright age. This is the guy I've been glazing for about, what? A little over 6 months now. Use split screen. I know I have them both on. But like, you know, my eyes, like I can't, my eyes will only look at one game at one time. You know what I mean? I don't go just like back and forth and back and forth. So I mainly look at one, but I still have the other one on. I'm only just seeing it in my peripheral vision. Score prediction. My original score prediction was 2-0 Germany. I said 3-0 Ivory Coast and 2-0 Germany, but now that prediction's out the window, go 3-1 Germany. I think Germany's going to win this game by 2 goals. How's the turkey sausage? It's actually unreal, man. Absolutely unreal. Savon needs to... Savon needs to sign these. Germany already resting their main players? No, they're still playing majority of the starters. Rom has a sexy cross on him. I wanted him since he was at Hoffenheim. That's what I'm saying, bro. And that's what you know. That's what the main attribute of the fullbacks that I want to bring in is guys who can actually cross the ball. But yeah, David Raum, disgusting freaking whip on his cross. Remember, this is Germany's second squad? Bro, it's literally not. It's essentially the same lineup that they've been playing for the start of every other one of their games. The only difference is Raum is playing instead of Brown, and Rudiger starting this game. You ever think they will make a Conference League World Cup for the lesser teams to have a chance of winning something on the world stage rather than having a 62 team on the World Cup? Maybe. I don't know. If they did, I don't think they would. They probably wouldn't. Oh my goodness. They probably wouldn't televise it like it probably wouldn't be the same time as when the regular World Cup is going on, because they want as much eyes on just one event as possible. So maybe they can do that, but they just have to spread it out. Dude, you know what I was saying? I'm scrolling through fucking TikTok, and like, hold on, like, be warned, casual fan hot take coming in. Scroll on TikTok. I see this girl makes a video talking about how Messi didn't break Klose's record for being the top goal scorer at a World Cup. He actually broke Marta's record, saying that Marta's the top goal scorer of the World Cup, and that it's sexist and misogynistic not to bring up women's football achievements in the men's World Cup. Now, as someone who actually watches quite a bit of women's sports actually isn't even that bad, to be completely honest with you. Now, when people start coming out and saying stupid shit like that, that's the type of stuff that makes people not want to watch women's sports and makes people want to talk shit about it. And imagine, I hear that and I'm just like, imagine, I don't even know who the second top goal scorer of the Women's World Cup all time is, but like, let's just, for example, use a name that everybody knows. Let's just say it's Chloe Kelly. And Chloe Kelly, let's just say, bagged 16 goals. And I think Mbappe's got, what, 16, something like that as well. Imagine like Chloe Kelly was to become the second top goal scorer in the Women's World Cup, and then I made a video going, actually, it's not. She's actually not. She's actually like behind Mbappe and then just listing off a bunch of Messi, a bunch of men's players, and taking away from that achievement. You're like, how stupid does that sound? Two complete different sports. I know, man, and that's why like I can appreciate women's sports because you don't compare them with men's sports. You can still enjoy them, but as soon as like when like people like what's that freaking purple haired girl for the USA, doesn't play anymore, but I forgot what her name was, but you probably know what I'm talking about. When she's just basically, by her idea of trying to raise the women's game is by putting down the men's game and like calling us all sexist and misogynists. That doesn't help the women's game. Like, and the only reason why the women's game is even as big as it is today is because of people in the men's game. Why is the Ecuador coach cosplaying as Joe Dirt? Dude, he's got a nice head of hair though, man. Adrian, what's going on, man? Mary Earps was brilliant at MUFC Ladies before joining PSG and now coming back to the WSL. Retired Wrexham 12-0 USA women's team. Retro saying, you think USA is winning today against Turkey? Probably, dude. I'm genuinely curious to see what lineup Turkey even put out there. And then to continue on to what I was saying. But like if we're combining stats from two different competitions like that, like then like are we throwing in like the Paralympic teams as well? Like who's the top goal scorer on the Paralympic team? And why is he not getting mentioned? Ecuadorian coach reminds me of Felipe Luis. Didn't he just take a pretty decent job? Where is he's coaching now? I remember seeing Felipe Luis. I swear it was like a team in France maybe or something like that. Most women don't want to face is the fact, or is that the women's game isn't as popular because women don't follow it like men follow the men's teams? It's true. And I'm generally not even saying this to put the women's game down because it actually is getting a lot better. Like it's much more entertaining. We're almost in the 20th minute here in these games. 1-1 Germany, Ecuador still 1-0 in the Ivory Coast game. Ecuador on the ball right now. Caicedo playing it over to the right. Can they find a ball into the box here? Going back to Caicedo. Patient here from Ecuador. Oh my goodness, through Raum's legs into the box. This is actually brilliant football from Ecuador. Cross into the box is cleared away. Might give Germany a chance to counter here, but Nkape does well to win that ball back. Tom on footy, my guy. Appreciate the heart me, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. Damn, Germany is not doing well. Yeah, dude, ever since Ecuador scored that goal, they've actually been a completely different side. Ball over the top from Caicedo. Oh my goodness, it was almost perfect. I believe it was Rudiger. heading it away, but still Ecuador in possession here. They're swinging it over to the left. Yeah, a lot were saying it's not fair. They don't get paid as much as the men, but the size is incomparable. Yeah, dude, that would genuinely be like me complaining to like YouTube that it's unfair that Mark Goldbridge makes more money on social media than I do. Like that is genuinely the exact same comparison and how stupid it sounds. Keanu Steve, what's going on, man? Dude, big up everybody up in the chat right now. Again, if you haven't already, hit that like button on the stream. Helps the stream out. Your boy appreciates it. And also brings the vibes, which brings the vibes into the actual games that we are watching. And then we see more goals go in. And Ecuador, oh my goodness. Dangerous cross in. Germany clearing away, but Pacho trying to knock it back in. And that looked like it could have been a free kick, but referee saying play on. And here come Ecuador again. How much do you think Mark Goldbridge makes? Millions. Like disgusting money. Like bro, if he wanted to, he could literally like put a pool in his house and fill it up with gold coins like he's Scrooge McDuck and just dive straight into it. Mark still a twat. T saying fake United fan funny though. I actually like I don't mind him. I think he does like he'll say certain things to like better his brand or like stay in the good books of certain players or even with the club itself. But like I don't blame him for that. Of course he's gonna do that. Is that your dream, Troy, to have a gold pool? It actually is my dream. Except, like, if you've seen that the Family Guy version of when Scrooge McDuck dives into his pool and Peter does it, and he just crashes into the coins because because you couldn't actually, you wouldn't do that. He just busts his whole body. That's actually how I picture it. Oh my goodness, Kai Havertz was up there, gets on the end of the header. Couldn't get the power he needed behind it. Easy for the keeper. Ivory Coast has 73% possession. I think they're at the hydration break in that one. Probably soon to be here in Ecuador, Germany as well. The way they do VAR now works well. Dude, I love how the officiating has been in this tournament. I really, really hope that the Premier League takes some freaking inspiration from this. Oh my goodness. Dude. David Raum's mistake, but he came back, recovered, won it back, played it out for a throw-in. Musiala winning it back here for Germany. Oh, he gives it away. Ecuador is actually playing really well here. Ever since they scored the goal, man, they really want to get this win. And they need to get a win if they want to end up going through. I actually do kind of want to see Ecuador get a win here. Because honestly, I swear their fans, easy top three most passionate fans at the World Cup. Every time I watch them do their anthem, it's actually beautiful to watch. Like fans, players, like they just freaking get so into it. It's amazing. Who are the best fans? Japan? I don't even know. You know, actually, South Africa, to be fair, their fans are actually pretty crazy. South Africa, Ecuador, the Norway fans are nuts, man. We know that. Yeah, the Japan and Mexico fans, too. Dude, I cringed so hard when the Canada fans were copying the Norway row celebration, or yeah, like or chant or whatever the hell you want to call it. Cringed so hard. I'm like, we really don't help ourselves, do we? Like, it's like an earthquake when Mexico scored in the Azteca. Dude, I love how they brought on Ochoa as well at the end of the game. We've reached the hydration break in this Germany game, but they're back out of it from the Ivory Coast one. So I'm going to switch over to that in the meantime. Ivory Coast still up 1-0 here against Curacao. And they're on 3 points. Ecuador's on one. So, yeah, all they need is a draw here, and then Ecuador couldn't go above them because of head-to-head. And I don't even think Curacao is going to score one, let alone two. So they should be good for second place. Real bummer for Canada fans. You got to go to the U.S. for the next game. I think, yeah, there's no more Canada games going to be played in Canada, which is quite disappointing. But still, I'd rather play against South Africa in the U.S. than play against fucking Belgium in Canada. I feel so bad for Curacao. They literally had the hardest group. Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. But what about like Haiti? What's harder? Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, or Ecuador, Germany, Ivory Coast? I'd honestly say Haiti had the harder group. How many KOs in Canada? What are KOs? Oh, like knockout games in Canada? Is that what you're saying? I'm actually not sure. I know Portugal will play, most likely be playing. I think even if they play third, like either all those games could be in Canada for Portugal if they finish first, second, or third. The Germany game is back, but Curacao have a corner here. Could they pull this back? Ball swung into the near post, headed away. Ahmed gets a toe on it. It's out for a throw in here. Germany Ecuador game is back. We're going to switch back to that. Hopefully the hydration break didn't kill Ecuador's momentum because they were looking very good ever since they scored. Argentina low-key has the easiest group. Dude, I'd even... It's Algeria, Saudi... Or no, it's Algeria... Who was the first team they played against? Why am I blanking? Algeria, Austria, Jordan, isn't it? Portugal's group is actually very easy as well, like honestly. Congo's actually pretty decent, but Uzbekistan, Colombia as well. Colombia too, but... I'd say Jordan... Dude, I'd honestly say Jordan might be better than Uzbekistan. But, Congo... Dude, honestly, I don't know. Congo... Austria's probably better than Congo, but I could... if Congo and Austria played against each other, I could definitely see Congo, like, being able to get a result against them. Yeah, I know, you're probably right, though. Argentina definitely has the easiest group. Only one round of 16 game in Canada. Not sure how many in the round of 32 that is. Yeah, I could be seeing Portugal in the round of 32 and the round of 16, both of those games at BC Place, if they finish first. FIFA Ahmed, man, he isn't doing good numbers-wise, assists/goals, especially last season for United. I think he's been all right in this tournament, but yeah, this next season is definitely going to be a defining moment for his career, I feel like. He has so much talent in him, like so much potential. He is magic with the ball at his feet, honestly. He probably is the best dribbler in the team. But it's just his end product. Oh my goodness, Pavlovic dispossessed. Here come Ecuador. Caicedo, he tried to slip Valencia, but he took the ball off him. Yeah, Ahmed's end product is really the only thing that lets him down. If he can add goals and assists to his game, he'd swear he'd be one of the best players in the league. And he doesn't even necessarily have to get like even if he was to get 7 goals, 7 assists type of season, like even that would be really good. If Portugal get first, they play in Kansas, then in BC. Oh, maybe it's if they finish second they play, or maybe my brother was just mistaken because he was telling me this. I did know if Canada had finished first and Portugal finished first and they both won their round of 32 games, they'd play each other in the round of 16 at BC Place, which would have been insane. Big Yam, what's going on, man? Ben Jacobs posts, what is he saying? Is it United news? Not United news. Wirtz driving through the middle, slips Musiala. Can he get the shot off? It's blocked and out for a corner. More Tonali news to Spurs, I'm assuming. That seems like it's pretty much locked on to happen, doesn't it? Second place sends him to Toronto. Oh. What are Newcastle planning, though, man? Like, a very disappointing season from them. Now they're going to be losing Tonali, and I don't even know what else. Probably Lewis Hall as well. They're probably going to be making some big moves. Like, they've been flying under the radar a little bit. I haven't heard anything about Newcastle transfer news unless it's players going out. David, what's going on? He says, I slept so good knowing Italy had to watch us Bosnians continue the World Cup in the round of 32. I wonder what that Canada versus Italy game in Toronto would have looked like. Yeah, dude, like, surely Italy are going to be making the next World Cup. 2030, Spain, Portugal and Morocco hosting the 2030 World Cup. And I'm pretty sure Italy are doing pretty good at the youth level. Like their youth teams, I think, are actually pretty decent. By the way, they're training for no reason with the Italian national team. Why would they be doing that? I would assume that the players would just be on vacation so they can get some rest and prepare for next season. Oh, Musiala does well to win the ball back. Oh, lovely fake shot. Still in possession. Strong tackle here. Valencia trying to fight for it. Does. Never mind. That wasn't even Valencia. Ask them. They're desperate to win the Nations League. Ecuador go long. Now trying to find Ana Valencia. It's good body positioning from Ta. By the way, Bosnia might face the USA, and the USA fans are already mocking us. David, what is your expectation as a Bosnia fan? How far do you see Bosnia going in this World Cup? Mecha shot from outside the 18, blocked by Pacho. Ecuador trying to clear it, but I think she's blown for a free kick here for Ecuador. Or maybe for Germany. Oh no, she just got in the way. Drop ball. I expect to make it to the round of 16 or get eliminated early. Either way, we are happy. Yeah, dude, I mean, making it out of the group stage is still great for you guys. Bosnia's first knockout stage, so I don't expect much from us. Yeah, even like as a Canada fan, like my expectations even from the start of the tournament, wasn't even so certain that United could make it. I know they could make it out of the group stage, but I wouldn't have been surprised if we did. So honestly, anything from here now is literally just a bonus for us. If we end up losing to South Africa, which we should be beating South Africa, but I'd still be happy with just seeing us get out of the group stage. I mean, we thought we would win against Canada, but GG's. Yeah, I actually expected a draw from that game. That was my original prediction before the tournament had even started. I thought we were going to beat Qatar. Literally exactly what happened. I thought we were going to beat Qatar. I didn't think we were going to beat them 6-0. Draw to Bosnia and then lose to Switzerland. But, like, to be honest, we should have won that game against you guys. Like, if we had so many glorious chances that we just didn't put away. I know you guys had that one really good one, like the goal, and then the one good one you had off when Cornelius flicked it on for the guy on a breakaway, and our keeper made a big save. But other than that, I'd definitely say, and like, not even as just being a biased Canadian, like Canada was definitely the better team in that game. Canada's improved. I think this is going to be Canada's first knockout also. Yeah, dude, it is. Canada's first knockout. The win against Qatar was our first win at a World Cup, and the draw against Bosnia was our first point at a World Cup. Like, Canada has gotten drastically improved like so much over the past even just like 5 years. Ecuador needs to sub in Antonio Valencia. Dude, have you seen the like? Have you watched Antonio Valencia play charity matches at United? He's like still kind of jacked, but he's also like kind of fat at the same time. I think we dodged a bullet with Austria drawing. We almost had to go to Group J. What group is Group J? He would start over Tallow right now, not gonna lie. Dude, imagine if we had a prime Antonio Valencia in this United squad. And even like that's the sad thing. Valencia, our fullbacks in that era, we haven't had good fullbacks literally since Evra and Gary Neville. I don't rate Shaw at all. I don't like Dallo. Mizraoui last season, I think he could have played a lot better. In this World Cup, I swear, dude, Mizraoui has been absolutely unbelievable for Morocco. J is the Argentina group. Oh, yeah. What about Dorgu? But are we calling Dorgu a left back, though? I'm thinking he's going to be playing as a winger, David, don't you think? I'd like to see Dorgu, like, just come off the bench for Cunha or, like, start certain games, the cup games, and just keep letting him develop his game on the wing. I feel like Canada will make it out of the round of 16 or quarters because Jonathan David is nice. Yeah, Jonathan David again. He wasn't even really good against Switzerland, to be honest. He can hide a lot. He's capable of brilliance, Jonathan David, but he definitely does hide a lot. Hincapié just picked up a yellow card here for Ecuador, almost at halftime here, rolling into the 43rd minute. Who are we just talking about? Antonio Valencia? Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, genuinely, Ashley Young would still be a better left back than what we currently have in Shaw or freaking Dallo playing over there. Dorgu a left back, but can also play left or right wing. So as somebody like I'm sure you know Dorgu better than most because you're Danish. Would you say his like preferred position is like he'd be better as a left back or a left winger in this United team? Because I definitely think he could do a job at left back too. We just need to develop him, right? Like, guy could easily be a Nuno Mendes type. I wonder what Puma or Sheshko are doing. They're probably freaking watching the World Cup on a beach somewhere. Oh my goodness. Germany trying to get a chance here to take the lead back right before half. We're almost at the 45 here. Haven't paid too much attention to actually what's going on in this Curacao Ivory Coast game, but they're showing the stats right now, and they're actually got the same amount of attempts and attempts on target. Both have 4 attempts with 1 on target. So the Canadian team is decent now, but in 2022, y'all only had Davies, and it's not bad, but okay. We still had Jonathan David too, and like we still had like good players that we have now. Estacio got injured into that tournament, which was disappointing. But we still had a lot of the key guys we had now. But they've just like they were young guys now. Now they've gotten better. They've all gotten better. Plus we've added some new guys as well. But like the level of the Canada players, like go back, like I don't even know, like to like even just like 2010 to like 2015 era. I think 2020 onward is where you see Canada really start to grow. But yeah, like 2010 to 2015, dude, the best Canada player was like level wise, it was probably someone like Hoylett or Atiba Hutchinson playing, but like the average level, like a top, like an MLS level player. Now, majority of our team plays in Europe. Frozen up in the YouTube, man. What's going on, bro? How you been? They added 4 minutes on for both of these games. Maybe World Cup isn't so bad after all, aside from the tickets. Yeah, dude, JP Hutchinson was good. I'm just saying, on average, the team was full of MLS players. Dude, if this World Cup ends with Portugal winning it, this will be genuinely the best World Cup ever. And especially, like, since the last one kind of didn't even feel like a proper World Cup, like, it's been really nice to see the World Cup be this good. Yeah, 2022 is more penalties. Yeah, I actually love how the officiating has been in this tournament. They're letting players be much more aggressive. We're not seeing any of these like just little free kicks given for these tiny pushes in the back that we're so accustomed to be seeing given as a free kick. It's actually a breath of fresh air. And I don't even like think because I think like one of the concerns for letting the players be more physical is that they're worried about injuries, especially with these players being on disgusting amount of money that they're on. You want to limit the amount of injuries you have, but to be honest, like, and that's even just forget all that. Just with everybody was complaining about how many potential injuries that there was going to be in this tournament because of the pitches, but like for the most part, there hasn't even like. I don't think there's been any like super crazy injuries apart from what like Kone and Rodrigo. David saying I can't send messages on TikTok. I don't know why. Maybe they're filtering. The last one I saw was Dorgu is a left back but can also play left and right wing. And then I asked you if he was better at left back or wing, and I haven't been able to see anything after that. Kron the Dawn, bro. Where have you been? Where have you been, man? Yeah, David, bro. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's TikTok's just filtering it. What you're trying to say? Oh, here we go. I see this one. He's Dorgo at left back. So would you say that Dorgu should start left back for United next season, or do you think we should sign another one? Who's excited for the knockouts? Dude, the knockouts is going to be insane. I probably will end up streaming literally every single game once it gets to the knockout stage. Braxton, what is going on, man? He says, I'm sorry if I missed it, but have you talked about all the women officials? Yeah, we semi touched on that a little bit. To be honest, I don't have an issue with the women officials. Like, so far, Ivory Coast lead 1-0 at halftime. If we don't sign any left backs, then I would start Dorgu. What is your opinion on Shaw, David? Keep or sell? Sell / get rid. He spent the last 6 months in a Siberian prison. Was it because of all the nonsense you've done with AI? They actually finally caught you and put you behind bars? Sell? Yes, thank you, dude. We need to freaking get rid of Shaw. I will say it until the day it happens, man. The day that Luke Shaw plays his last game for Manchester United will be the best day of my life. Opinions on Ronaldo's second match, dude. He's still the GOAT, still the GOAT, and people are still. And I already saw it coming. You knew that they were gonna say, "Oh, it's just Uzbekistan." Those goals, those were class finishes, especially the second one. And just the ball, shout out the man Bruno Magnifico Fernandes as well. The weight of that pass to set Ronaldo up and just the high IQ run of Ronaldo. It was absolutely brilliant, dude. I remember there was guys coming up into my YouTube or TikTok chat, whatever it was, saying, they were coming in here saying, like, Ronaldo's shit, Ronaldo's the problem or whatever. And I was just like, dude, I'm like, if after just going off that game against Congo, I'm like, if you think that Portugal lost that or drew that game against Congo because of Ronaldo, that's just like, it's a low IQ opinion. And then these guys coming back at me saying, oh, Ronaldo fans talking about low IQ opinions is rich or whatever. And I'm like, all right, wait and see. Next game, bang, 2 goals. Should have scored a hat trick. Back like he never left. Braxton says, my dad calls Luke Shaw the Hamburglar. Dude, I call him the Hamburglar. I've been calling him the Hamburglar for years. To be fair, he's always been light on his feet. Dude, I swear to you, I've been calling Luke Shaw the Hamburglar for years. Has King Kai scored? No, Sane. Why is there so many Davids? Dude, David is a very common name, it seems like. Freaking a bunch of Davids in the chat. There's freaking like 6 Davids on Canada. Like, stream is filled with Davids. Yeah, Ecuador still, they did get their first goal of the World Cup here, but needing a win, only have 1 point. A draw will not be enough for them to go through. Prediction on who will win the World Cup aside from Ronaldo. Dude, it's France's World Cup, man. Like, it's swear, man. There are other countries that, like, you'd put up there that could win the World Cup, but for the most part, France are the only ones. If they don't win it, it'll genuinely be embarrassing. Like, their whole front three, Olise, Mbappe, Dembele, could all get injured, and they could play the second rotation, and they'd still win the World Cup. Like, the fact that Marcus Thuram, who would be the first choice option in 90% of the teams in this tournament, and he's like the last option to come off the bench for this France team in terms of attackers, is ridiculous. Stop the timer. Oh, appreciate you, man. Yeah, dude, imagine if it just comes down from that potential high boot from Pavlovich being the difference if Ecuador go through or not. I'd be absolutely furious if I was an Ecuador fan, and that's going to be what it is for them not to go through. A lot of Davids, but only one goal. Now bag one second half. King Kai Havertz. Dude, they're probably going to sub on Undev, man. Undev off the bench loves freaking bagging goals for Germany. I imagine he's only going to play till the 60th minute. Portugal versus France, round 2. Who do I got? James Hamilton with the follow on TikTok. Big up my man James. Big up anybody who's been hitting that follow button. If you're new and you haven't done it, hit that follow button. Come over, join the YouTube family. Hit the subscribe button. Turn the bell on so you know when we go live or post a video. We're going to be live after this as well. Japan versus Sweden. A massive game there. Sweden are going to need, most likely, at least a draw to go through. I feel like Rudiger will score low-key. Will Caicedo get a card? Did Caicedo already get a card? No, I think it was Nkapie, actually. Will Caicedo get a card? I would say, like, are you talking about, like, in terms of placing a bet? I'd lean no. Kyle saying, Elliot Anderson to Man City. Here we go. Deal in place between the clubs after the long talks. Yeah, I mean, we all kind of anticipated that happening, but you're saying, like, completely official now? Let me go. Let me see Fabrizio's socials. David, always a pleasure, man. He says, well, it was fun watching, but I'm going to go to bed. Man, this is way too late at night, to be honest. Fair enough, bro. Dude, also, we got a Here We Go today. In other United news, counter debate also up in the stream. It's perfect, just in time for me to bring up the fact that... Hey, let me pull it up. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! See you never! Piss out of my club! You're crap! Andre Onana, back to Trabzonspor on loan. Don't be the backup goalkeeper. Don't even step foot in the city ever again. Go away. Nobody wants you here. Honestly, that is the biggest deal of the summer for United. Oh, I forgot to check actually if it was the Here We Go of Anderson. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Man City are confident to get Elliot and oh, this was 6 days ago. Oh, here's the Here We Go. Elliot Anderson, Man City, here we go. Deal placed between the clubs. Fee up to 130 mil. That is ridiculous. I know he's good, but is Anderson worth 130 mil? I think like 70, realistically. Apparently Neymar it says deal off, but Neymar was considering going to freaking Cincinnati in the MLS. What the hell? That would have been weird. Damn, Schlotterbeck is actually in a boot after that injury in the last game. I'm surprised they're actually even starting Schlotterbeck over Rudiger anyway. Like, is Rudiger washed now? I thought he was still decent. Oh, we're seeing a bid from AC Milan for Ramos of PSG. Ruben making big moves. That would actually be a good signing for them. I could see him definitely at AC Milan doing well in the Serie A. That's why you're so happy today? Dude, I still need to make a video on it, man. I'm over the moon. I'm telling you. So I'm going to say in my video, I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter what, like, if United had sign Mbappe in this window, the best piece of business would still be Onana on loan to Trabzonspor. We got Here We Go of Germany's Nathaniel Brown to Bayern for 55 mil. What's this Marco Palister guy? Is this a good signing for Chelsea? Like, I'm not familiar with the guy's game. But Italians were saying like that's a good signing for him. Tony the Tiger. I can't lie, I'd take Tchouaméni for 80 over Anderson for 130 mil. Dude, I've actually been really thinking about it, and if you get Fernandes from West Ham, it'll be good. I'm sure he'll be a good player, but honestly, if we miss out, I'm not actually going to be that upset. Because, like, price tag is starting to get a bit ridiculous. And he's definitely it's starting to get to the point where he's now officially just completely overrated. Like, he's not as good. Like, realistically, even if we did sign him, we should still be signing another. Like, he should be like third choice rotation center mid. Should be Mainu. We should be signing somebody else that's better than frickin' Fernandes to start, and then have Fernandes as backup. Like, really, that's what it should be. If we miss out on him, I'm not going to be that upset. Like, genuinely, if the choice was between Tchouaméni and Mecha, or Tonali and Fernandes, I would rather have Tchouaméni and Mecha. $130 for Anderson is insane. Rice was only 100. Yeah, dude. And is Anderson gonna end up being like a Rice though? He'll definitely be a solid player for them and good for many years, but like 130 M's is insane. And I really don't believe that any player is actually worth that much. I swear, every player that's gone for over 100 mil in the history of this game, I swear, there's probably only like 5 that have actually worked out. Because if you're paying 100+ mil for a player, that player best be winning you a fucking league title or a Champions League. Anything less is considered a failure. Thawbloom, he says, I take it you don't rate Onana. What do you think, man? Who in this world other than fucking Edwin van de Sar for some reason rates Onana? Alright, here we go. Ooh! We're about to see Stiller for Germany. Another player been linked with United. I've never actually seen this guy play, so this will be nice to see. Pavlovic off, Stiller on here. Stuttgart midfielder that United have been linked with for quite a while. I think the noise around that transfer has died down a little bit, but I've never seen this guy actually play, so this would be interesting to see him get 45 minutes here. He's good, to be fair, says JP. Now, bro, Rice is next level. He won Arsenal, the ex-Poddlers, the title. Is true, man. Honestly, everybody says like Rice is overrated. Rice is genuinely like in his role, easy top 5, might even put him top 3 in his role in the world. All right, here we go. Second half. Ecuador versus Germany. Ecuador needing the win here to go through. See what they got for us in the second half here. A Germany early goal in the second half would be brutal. Dude, if Ecuador don't manage to win this, I'm making a video and I'm definitely talking about the high foot. Do you think people are going to be more towards the fact that it was a high foot and it should have been disallowed, or the other way around? People are going to say that it wasn't a high foot and it should have stood. Because I still want to see it back. I want to see the angle from like the opposite side of what they were showing it. Oh my goodness, Havertz gone down, penalty. Dude, they've gotten a penalty, and literally what I just said, Ecuador, if they concede early, it would be brutal, and they only go and give away a freaking penalty in the first minute of the second half. Havertz goes down, and Germany have the chance to go back in front. And it is a penalty. There's a free kick on the guy who passed it into Havertz, and then a penalty on Havertz. 100% a penalty. Obito, what's going on, man? Yeah, dude, I saw the here we go. Anderson officially going to City for 130 mil. Just talking about that's crazy, man. Troy, you jinxed it? I really did. And Joe Dirt, the freaking Ecuador manager, throws his arms in the air. Dude, this is brutal. Oh, she's gonna go have a look at it. I think there was a foul before when, like, how Germany even won the ball back originally. Big moment in Ecuador's World Cup campaign here. This could pretty much decide it, this decision here. Again, a draw will not be enough. They need to get a win. Honestly, he clips his shins, definitely doesn't get the ball, but I've seen them go and look at goals that have stood for potential fouls that have happened before and not been called. Wouldn't be surprised if she just let this play and let this count. Commentator's curse, for real. What's there to check? It was before when... Here, hold on. Yeah, they've called a foul. Sane clipped the guy. That's how they won the ball back originally. And that is a sigh of relief here for Ecuador fans. Gav, what is going on, man? How you been, bro? He says, I don't know if you have seen it, mate. Yeah, dude, literally, as soon as it came out, I've had like 6 different people up in here telling me this. Anderson to Man City for 130 mil is absolutely ridiculous. Bro is not worth 130 mil. I genuinely understand why United backed out of that deal. Anderson is like 70, maybe 80 mil if we're pushing it. Dude, Gav, though, I was just talking about that Italian guy that your guys signed. What's I really don't know too much about him. I don't know if you do. What's your expectations there? From what I hear about from Italians, apparently he's a pretty decent player. And we still, Curacao Ivory Coast game, still 1-0 to Ivory Coast. Curacao also could potentially go through if they were to get a win. Cal saying, I want an Ecuador win now. Anderson 65 to 70 mil max. Oof. K. Abrams, he's saying Anderson's a 65 mil pound player. That 100 mil is mad. Dude, it's 130. That's like the price of 2 Andersons. They just paid double to get 1. And he'll be a good player for them, but this is what I'm saying, like, which I'm sure he will win probably several league titles for City. But I'm saying, like, if you're spending 100 mil plus on a player and that player isn't winning you the league, then that is a failure of a transfer. Respect to Arsenal. They took, they spent big on Declan Rice. They did what they had to do to bring him to the club. Got him in. And honestly, was definitely one of, if not the main reason why they won the league. Apparently, Man City also want Tonali as well. Yeah, dude, I'm not upset with, like I was saying earlier, we were talking about West Ham's Fernandes and Tonali coming to United. United is actually acting like Newcastle was last season. Like we're going in for all these players, and then the teams around us are just taking them all. But honestly, if it was down between overpaying, you're overpaying for both of them, honestly, but massively overpaying for Fernandes or getting Mecha, who we've been linked to recently. I don't know how serious those links are, but Mecha and Tchouaméni, I would rather have Mecha and Tchouaméni. Who would you join, City or Spurs? I mean, I hate them both, so whatever's would be paying me more. Maybe I'd just sign for City and then like maybe just score a couple own goals. But nah, if I was Tonali though, dude, yeah, I'd be signing for City without question. Like, I'm sure the reason why Spurs are able to turn the eyes of these players, obviously, I'm sure De Zerbi has playing a part in that too. Very well respected manager within the game, but also they're probably just throwing around crazy, like offering crazy wages to them. You might be about to lose Fernandes to Spurs, which is wow, and I'm fine with that too, honestly. Like overpaying for Fernandes, like dude, even him too. Like they're talking 80 to 100 mil for him, dude. He's like 60 mil at most. I don't know why these extortionate prices for these West Ham players. Anybody who actually pays that is stupid. Like even Somerville too. I think they're talking like 60 plus M's. Oh my goodness, look at that criminal giveaway there. Pacho is able to recover and get back and force him back. And Musiala trying to dribble out of trouble here. Germany just go back, keep possession. Hey H, what's going on, man? If United don't make any signs within the next month, we might be cooked. Dude, I swear to you, you're going to be seeing the longest rant videos. I might just do a literal 24-hour stream of me ranting about how this club is run. If we start the season, if we haven't brought in literally every single player we plan to bring in for the season before the first game, I'm going to be so pissed off. I'm so over the shitty preparation. JP says, is this going to be a draw? I don't know, man. I kind of still hope Ecuador actually nick one and win this game. Ivory Coast have a corner here. Do they have an? Can they get a second? Put Curacao away. Kill their dreams. No, they cannot. Have you seen, bro? We want 75 million for Gusto. Can you actually believe that? That's crazy, dude. Gusto, I actually like Gusto. I think he's a pretty good player. Who's he gonna go to? Who's paying 75 mil for Gusto? That is insane. Anything, like, I would say like 30, 35 maybe for Gusto. City want him as well. Actually, Enzo does. Dude, I actually think Maresca is going to just pull like the biggest David Moyes at City. Surely City are going to be going through a transition period. Like, those are some big shoes to fill. The second biggest shoes to fill that this league's ever seen. And I actually think Maresca is an overrated manager. This is why when people wanted him at United as the interim manager, I'm like, genuinely, why? Chelsea, he was terrible at Chelsea, and Chelsea got a better squad. I know United finished higher, but Chelsea do have a better squad than United does. So why on earth would you want him to come to United? If he was to go there in the Pep days, he'd become a good player, but now Yeah, dude, man, the future of City is so up in the air. Like, you don't know what's going to happen with Maresca, and of course, with all these 100 million charges or however much it is that they got against them, like those actually, if they actually make a decision on that, man, we could see the end of this city. Chelsea will flop, dude. Do we do early top four predictions for the Prem? What are we saying? I'm still saying, dude, it's Liverpool's league to lose. Liverpool. I'm gonna say Liverpool first. Liverpool first. Liverpool first. City second. United third again. Arsenal fourth. And dude, actually, I'm actually gonna put Spurs up there because I actually do rate De Zerbi. I'll throw Spurs going from freaking all the way from the bottom of the table all the way up to fifth. Your GOAT finally got off the mark in this World Cup, and dude, what class finishes too, by the way. Never doubted the guy. Never once. I think Villa will dip off a little bit unless they're able, like, because surely, like, unless they hold on to freaking Morgan Rogers and Ollie Watkins. But I feel like, yeah, there's going to be some selling potentially going on at Villa. Arsenal first, Liverpool second, City third, United fourth, Chelsea fifth, and Villa sixth. I'd say I don't think Arsenal's going to win the league again, man. I think they were genuinely very, like, they still have a good team. I'm sure they'll still be competitive, but especially if they change the rules and, like, even if they do half of what they've been doing in this World Cup, like officiating it this way of letting them be more physical, there's no way this Arsenal team's winning the league again. David saying City first, Arsenal second, United third, Liverpool fourth, Chelsea fifth. I just think, oh my goodness, if Liverpool still had Slot, I wouldn't think they'd win the league. But because they got Areola and they're actually coming to their senses, they're probably going to make some big moves in the window as well. Like, there's no way they don't improve their backline. You have to remember, Arsenal are the only ones with the same manager out of the so-called top five. I just don't think they're going to get away with that style of play. Like, if they're not going to be able to get away with how they were playing this season, next season. Like, genuinely, how many points did they win off of just scoring goals off of set pieces? Because they're going to have less success doing that if they, actually call the fouls that happen on those free kicks. And I'm not saying all of them were things that could have, like, shouldn't have counted or whatever. Like, fair play to them. They are good at set pieces and, like, it's impressive for them. But even them just winning, forget the fouls that happen on the set pieces when they're taken, but just them getting the free kicks in the first place. And so I've been saying, it's actually been a breath of fresh air watching this World Cup. All those little fouls for just those little pushes in the backs that we've come accustomed to, that, like, we believe to be fouls for so long, and just to see them just be, like, brushed off and, like, play on being the freaking word of the tournament so far, it's so much better to watch. Undev coming on here for Germany. The guy loves to win games off the bench. Loads of them. Yeah, dude. Like, Liverpool spent so much money on these players in the last window, and, like, even guys like Wirtz, like Isak, they never even really got to get Isak going. Wirtz, I think, is going to have a much better season next year as well. Like, they're going to be dangerous. Jax, what's going on, man? What's safer, Japan to score first or Japan to win? Do we think Graham Potter. Do we respect Graham Potter as a manager or no? Because I think Sweden has the team to definitely pull off a draw, and they need a draw because their goal differential is fucked now. They would need a draw in that game. So I think, dude, I don't know. I'd probably go Japan to win, to be honest. But still, I would personally just stay away from that game in general. I think it'll be 2-2, says AH. During the 25-26 campaign, they scored a record-breaking 28 goals from set pieces, including a Premier League high of 17 goals from corners alone. Yeah, dude, like exactly. Like they're not. I'm sure they'll still be a good team. They're going to be competitive. They're definitely going to be up there. But it's not going to be the same way it was for them this year. Ito will score. Japan scores first. I would say. What are even the odds of that game? Hold on. If I was to place a bet on that game, I'd probably just go like balls to the wall and say Sweden win. But I think Graham Potter's an idiot. So I think they definitely have the team to win. But again, Graham Potter's an idiot. So. Oh my goodness. Gav said they beat us on set pieces and they beat you on 2 set pieces as well, 2 corners. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be winning freaking Premier Leagues off corners. Like if they go back to back, that'd be crazy. In my opinion, that Arsenal will still be able to win the league without as many set pieces or how we've played the past season. I mean, it depends. Like you need to improve your attack, honestly. I don't think you like you don't score enough open play goals. Like I know you won the league this year, but to do it again in the next year, I don't think like you're going to need to improve the attack. I think Madueke is only getting better though, which is a positive sign for you. I'd honestly maybe look to move on Martinelli and bring in somebody else. I like Havertz. Hoping he doesn't get injured again, but I think Havertz was actually a big miss for you guys at the start of the season. I wouldn't even mind seeing like if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd probably honestly prefer Gyökeres off the left, Havertz through the middle, and Madueke on the right. Do I think Germany is winning this game? I mean, I hope so. I bet on them to win this game, but honestly, I could see Ecuador need to win this game. We're in the 63rd minute. If it's still 1-1 in the last 10 minutes, you would imagine Ecuador is going to be throwing everybody forward, like getting men forward, and that may leave an opportunity for Germany to counter. Plus, Germany's bench is disgusting. So they're going to be bringing on guys with fresh legs that are just as good as the people they're taking off that will be also able to hurt them. So I'll say, yeah, I still think Germany are going to win this game. Dude, did Ivory Coast just score again? Who just scored? Oh, wait, who just scored? Ivory Coast, I'm pretty sure, just scored again. 2-0. That's going to put an end to Curaçao's World Cup. H saying, I think it'll end 1-1. It definitely could, but watch out for that. Ecuador, last 10 minutes, try to push for the win and then concede on the counter. Was that Sangara? Dude, that's a great ball. Great pass in there. It's kind of off balance, too. Nicola Pepe. Didn't he score the first goal, too? David, he scored the first goal, too, right? Josh saying, because Canada didn't win yesterday, does that mean they have to play in the USA now? It does. Yeah, they don't play any more games in Canada. But I'm actually fine with that. Like, it still wouldn't. We don't know who we would have played yet for finishing first, but Belgium was one of those teams, and let's just hypothetically say it was Belgium. I would rather play against South Africa in the States than play against Belgium at home in Canada. Yeah, I think so that he scored the first one. In my opinion, Arsenal will still be able to win the Premier League without as many set pieces or we've played last season. Didn't I read that one already? Okay, here we go. You'd love that, wouldn't you? Who do you bring in though? That is an improvement. Zola's is a bit of a gamble. I don't even know who that is. Barcola, in my opinion, is not an improvement, and anyone else is too expensive. Dude, Barcola would be a ridiculous signing for you guys. Dude, no joke. I've been saying this for so long. I'm sure you've heard me say this before. You know who actually would be the perfect center forward for you guys? Xerxes. Xerxes would cook in that Arsenal system. But in terms of a left winger, dude, Barcola is so much better than Martinelli. Other than him, though, that's like realistic that Arsenal could sign. I think even somebody like a Diamande, like they should be looking at him too. But I still think they could do better than him. And he's like his price tag is a bit outrageous too. Can England end up playing Canada? I'm not actually sure. I think Portugal potentially could end up playing England in round of 32 if they finish. I guess they'd have to finish third, wouldn't they? I'm not sure exactly. Here, cool. Would you take Rashford at Arsenal? Oh, sorry, not playing against Canada. You mean playing in Canada? Just their game being in Canada? I'm actually not sure. I think we're all in the US, probably, honestly. No, they can't. Don't do Rash like that. I'm actually genuinely curious to see what ends up happening with Rashford because again, I wouldn't be opposed to keeping him, but I think he is going to end up leaving. And we gotta do a deal on him if we are going to bring in a left winger. Do I think Germany is going to tie? I'm still hoping. I think Ecuador, because they need a win to be able to go through. I think in the last 10 minutes of the game, they're going to try and throw everybody forward, and Germany is going to score on them on the counterattack. Call me crazy, but Rash would cook under Carrick. Oh, he definitely would. Yeah, Carrick would. I honestly argue that Carrick would probably get the best version out of Rashford. And this is somebody who was like fine with Rashford leaving originally. Like I wanted Rashford to go. But yeah, I think Carrick genuinely could get the best out of Rashford better than anybody else has at United. Al Shamari, Mr. Al Shamari on the YouTube. What's going on, man? Gav said I would take Rashford at Chelsea. I'm pretty sure anybody would take Rashford. It's really just a matter of wages. Turkey and Panama are the only teams yet to score at this World Cup. Do you think they will score in their last games, or will they finish the tournament goalless? I actually wouldn't be surprised if Turkey have no. The fact that Turkey didn't even go through is a disgrace. The fact that they might not even score a goal, obviously, an even bigger disgrace. And the way it's been going for them, I wouldn't be surprised if Panama were the ones to score and Turkey being the only team not to score a goal. Cole saying, nah, he's a great player, but not sure we'd get the best out of him. If you would sell him to us, also we could add Garnacho in the deal if you like. Yeah, I'm sure if you have a team, a team that has Garnacho in it, I'm sure that you'd take Rashford. But no, man, Garnacho is not welcome back. But if United were to sell end up selling Rashford or loaning him again. Probably, I'm pretty sure they're looking to bring in a left winger anyway. I've heard a lot of like winger wise. I've heard Somerville. I heard Leao getting thrown around a little bit, but I don't want him, nor do I really think there's much truth behind that deal anyway. Yeah, I really don't know. Honestly, there's so many people at United though that we need to still cut out so much dead wood. I'm probably when the World Cup ends, I might come out with a video like a keep sell loan or just keep sell video for the United squad. Plus his wages would be ridiculous. Yeah, Rashford, I don't even know what are his wages at right now. I swear he's like 300 a week or like 350 or something stupid like that. Realistically, what is Rashford actually worth a week? I'd say like, dude, like no joke, whatever he's on now, you can just cut it in half. When the video comes out, please don't sell Harry. I'll probably do it. I'll probably come up with like a long version as a YouTube video and then cut it up for 3-second parts in short form. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. Through like defenders, midfielders, attackers. But for Maguire, I would keep Maguire. Sadly sell Casemiro. I mean, he's leaving anyway. He's not even a United player anymore. And it wouldn't even be a sell because his contract's expired. Oh my goodness. Chance here for Ecuador. They can't put it in. Oh my goodness. How have they not made it 2-1 there? He was only on loan at Villa, wasn't he? Or did he end up selling him to Villa? No, he's only at loan, man. He's still technically a United... Or no, you're talking about Sancho. Sancho left on a free. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Rashford. Germany come back. I'm still holding on, man. I'm telling you. We're almost 80th minute onwards. Ecuador are going to be trying to go for this winner, and Germany's going to get them on the counter. The user saying I want Ecuador to win. I actually kind of want to see Ecuador win too, honestly. Who would I get tomorrow, Holland or Mbappe? They're both ridiculous, but I'm going to say... Honestly, I was about to say Mbappe, but honestly, probably Holland. Mbappe's a better player than Holland, but Holland's got a better attitude. I'm sure Mbappe's probably won more in his career than Holland has, but it's probably similar in terms of the levels of the trophy. I mean, you've seen Mbappe win a World Cup, no Champions Leagues. Holland wins a Champions League, probably will never win a World Cup, but the guy plays for Norway, to be fair. And then league titles. I don't even know how many freaking league titles Mbappe got in the French league, but it's probably quite a bit. I'd say Holland, just for strictly attitude purposes. But Mbappe's a better player. Am I doing the next one? I 100% am doing the next one. That is going to be the game of the day, specifically Japan versus Sweden. Obviously that one, because Netherlands is just going to smack Tunisia up. Tunisia actually... Like, now I can't disrespect South Africa anymore and say that they're the worst team in the tournament. Who is actually the worst team in the tournament? Like, I know Turkey, maybe statistically, yeah, no, I'd honestly say it's Tunisia. Iraq, probably, yeah, they honestly weren't good either. But I actually genuinely think Tunisia is worse. But Iraq is pretty buns, too. And dude, shout out everybody up on the TikTok right now, showing the love, dropping the likes on there at 4K likes on the TikTok. Big up everybody who's hitting that like button. If you haven't already on the YouTube, guys, hit that like button. And we could see a potential winner here late in this Ecuador-Germany game because you know the vibes brought to the stream, it translates to on the field as well. I don't know if you watched our game against Ghana. We was probably shite. Wasn't we? Reminded me of the Hodgson England. I watched the first half. I streamed the first half, and then I missed the start of the second half, and then saw the end of the second half. Oh my goodness! Chance here for Germany. That was it. That was their moment. Leroy Sané. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys definitely didn't look as good in that game as you did in the first game, but still, I still think England, I feel like Ghana's a tough team to play against, man. They still are. I wouldn't look too much into that result. Although, honestly, I know you had opportunities to win at the end, but just solely talking about that penalty, how was that not given as a penalty? My man jumped like 10 feet in the air, and like, I can't even describe what he actually did. My man jumped in the air, went past the guy, and then like threw him down from behind. I can't even explain what happened. But I saw it and I'm just like, bro, in what universe? This is a penalty in every country in the world, including Scotland. How is Mbappe the better player? He's just more well-rounded. He just got more to his game. Oh! Oh my goodness! Ecuador scored! 2-1 Ecuador! Oh my goodness! Holy shit, this World Cup is magical! And the Joe Dirt looking manager is jumping into the crowd! Oh my goodness! Holy shit! Huge for Ecuador! Their fans are going crazy! Oh my goodness! Ecuador 2, Germany 1, 77th minute! The Germany fans are stunned! Off the corner, man. Look at this. Flicked on. And the guy puts it in the top corner. Just gets a foot on it. Neuer can't get there first. And he just gets a poke on the ball and puts it into the top of the net. And Ecuador are up 2-1. Did he kick Neuer's hand, though? Did he kick Neuer's hand? I hope they let this stand. But we potentially may. Could we see VAR look at this? From that one angle, it looked like he potentially could have kicked Neuer's hand. Dude, Ecuador going freaking nuts, man. It was like that Brazil goal yesterday against Scotland. Why was that disallowed? Which one was? Are Germany in trouble? Now they're losing, bro? No, they're topping the group either way. Because they beat Ivory Coast, so head to head. Wait. Do Ivory Coast have one more point than them? Germany, they won twice. Germany have 6 points. Ivory Coast have 7. I think as it stands, no? This could be seeing Ivory Coast top the group. If it stays like this. Ivory have 6? Oh yeah, you're right. Wow, for some reason I was adding a draw against Germany, but they lost. They beat Ecuador and they're winning here. So yeah, no, Germany topped the group either way. Scratch what I was just saying. Here they come again, Ecuador. The second goal in the first half, like the one where Vinny put his foot in front of the Scottish center back and then he kicked them. Yeah, I thought that was a foul. But it's still criminal from the defender. Dude, I wondered. Apparently, the commentary that I'm listening to, they're saying the Ecuador commentators are going nuts right now. I want to see the Ecuador commentary of that goal. Watch Germany score. Bro, I don't even want them to anymore. Going into this game, man, draw against Curacao and then not even scoring a goal literally till this game. It's a huge result for Ecuador. Way more Ecuador fans. Do I think Canada fans will fill LA for the round of 32? Dude, absolutely, man. Canada's like, it's essentially like, and it's not, obviously, it's not on Canada soil, but still, it's pretty much as close as it gets. So unexpected, dude. I thought, dude, when Ecuador tied Curacao, I thought they were cooked. I thought they were for sure done. But dude, I swear they're like top 3 fans at the World Cup. Like these Ecuador fans are crazy. Oof. Ecuador winning, doesn't that knock Scotland out of the top 8 place table? Probably, but I mean, even if it wasn't Ecuador, it would have been something else. Like, Scotland was screwed. Their goal differential sucks. This is where we could even see Sweden potentially. They're on 3 points as well. What is their goal differential, Sweden? Still not great, I don't think. I think we're actually going to be seeing quite a few third place teams ending on 4 points, though. Did Ecuador qualify then? They have 10, probably a little bit more than 10 minutes here with added time and everything. They have to win this game. AH saying Scotland are 8th right now, but barely. Dude, I'm pretty sure, like, dude, even the Scotland fans want them to lose. Like, they're done. BMM saying, bro, who cares about Neuer's hands when they didn't call a high kick? Yeah, if they weren't going to call the one on the high foot, they're definitely not calling that one. Let's see the goal back. I don't even think he does kick his hand. There was one angle where it kind of looked like that. Who is Portugal's last game against? It's against Colombia for all the marbles. We gotta win to top the group and to be put on an easier side. I'm pretty sure if we come in first, then we'd be playing against, like, I don't even know, like America, freaking, you could see an Argentina quarterfinal. But on the other side, it's like England, France, Spain, Germany. Like, we definitely want to be finishing first. He said, Cole saying, you know what? I'll take back all I said about this World Cup so far. Stadiums filling, cracking games, people having fun on the streets. It's a bless. Dude, this World Cup's been great, man, honestly. The only thing that could ruin it is if Argentina were to win it again, or... Yeah, no, that's really about it. Cape Verde or Belgium gonna take Scotland's place, dude. Cape Verde, I could actually see them getting a win against the Saudis. They are a good side. I've been loving this World Cup so far, dude, and all these European guys on social media were just saying that it was going to be shit, World Cup in America and in North America. Here comes the soccer, hearing all that bullshit. But it's been great, man. It's been one of the greatest World Cups of all time. We're not even through the group stage fully yet. I mean, at least in our lifetimes. Or at least my lifetime. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see Ecuador winning this, but they played well. Don't jinx it, bro. Still time on the clock. No can top the Qatar World Cup. Dude, that was the worst one, and it wasn't even close. Although, the final was literally the best game of football I have ever watched in my entire life. Despite Argentina winning and Messi winning the World Cup, all that. Just taking, just fan of the sport, it's the best game I've ever seen in my life. But the tournament, though, it didn't even feel like the World Cup. It's been playing in the winter, halfway through the regular season. Just the vibe, it didn't feel like proper World Cup vibes. NDR saying Ecuador deserves the win. Dude, they do, man. I really hope they hold on. We're at 87th minute here. Still 3 minutes left till the 90. How much added time do you expect to see here? Qatar was great. Dude, Qatar, out of the ones I've seen in my lifetime, being 2010 and onwards, Qatar is easily the worst one. For me, it's Qatar's the worst, then it's Russia, then it's the Brazil one was actually really good too, but I really like the South Africa one. They usually say the first World Cup that you can remember tends to be people's favorite World Cup. Winter World Cup might have been the move with global warming, but it's not the same. And dude, global warming's a myth anyway, let's be honest. Other than Italy winning 06 was good World Cup. Yeah, that one I was alive, but not old enough to actually comprehend what's going on. The Euro 26 final was something I'll never forget, bro. That is still the best footballing moment that I've experienced as a fan in my life, and I really don't see it being beaten. I will never forget Eder off the bench. Guy had zero right to take that shot. And the guy only goes and puts it in the bottom left corner. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, 19 minutes played all tournament. No idea what he was even doing at club level. I'm pretty sure he was at... I remember he was at Swansea for a bit, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was at Braga or something like that during that tournament. Or maybe I'm just completely wrong. But regardless, zero right to take that shot. And the guy only goes and strikes the best ball that he's ever done in his entire life. Does the most important... He'll never... You know how hard that is going to be for anybody to top? Even if Portugal was to win that World Cup, just the way that happened, that moment will be so hard to top. T's World Cup ranks 2014, 06, 02, 2010, 18, 22, 26. Dude, you're putting 26... Dude, 26 has been so great. 26 is easy. Easy top 3. Could honestly, depending how, like, it's obviously we're not even anywhere near over yet. Could easily take the number 1 spot. Japan Sweden about to be a cracking match, dude, and we are going to be live for that one as well. So if you haven't already, make sure you've hit that follow button on the TikTok. And also, if you want, come over, join the YouTube family for a better viewing experience. The link is in my TikTok bio, or you can search The Casual Fan up on YouTube. Come over, say what's up in the chat, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 13K subs over here. So honestly, it would mean quite a bit for anybody who came over from the TikTok to hit that sub button. Def's going to Portugal in 2030. You're gonna go watch the World Cup there? Is that what you're saying? Or you're saying like Portugal's gonna win it? Oh, you didn't rank 2026. You're going? Dude, that's so sick. Yeah, dude, what are the chances you see any games being played in the Azores? Ronaldo should play for the 2030. Now there's no way he can't. Imagine. 45-year-old Ronaldo. You think they'll actually play games there? Maybe as the coach, Ronaldo. I'm pretty sure he already said in an interview that he wasn't gonna like get into coaching, but I think he's like, I think he'll like retire. I don't know. Maybe you'll see him get into like punditry or something. I mean, probably not though. Like usually, unless he's doing it for fun, like he doesn't need to. Like the guy's, I'm sure the guy's set for life. He's set his family for generations. I'm sure. So I don't see why he would need to be doing that type of stuff. But I also wonder that as well. Do you think guys like Henry and like Ibra, you see it on commentary now, do you think that they do that because they want the money from it, or are they just doing that like for fun? Because you imagine they're quite well off and they wouldn't need to do that. For fun? Dan, what's going on, man? Dan Davenport up in here. He says, Troy, yeah, dude, literally. I've had like 30 different people tell me in this stream alone that about that Anderson to City for 130 mil. Crazy price tag on that one. I think Qatar was the best for the fans there. It was 5-star service and cheap. Yeah, honestly, I don't doubt that, but I'm just talking about solely the football. T saying they need the money. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like the guys from that area, like, obviously they're still making great money, but not to the level of what you're seeing guys make now. Like for example, how much money, like wage-wise, has Henry made throughout his career than what Rashford's made? And how much more do you think Rashford's made than Henry? Bro's waiting on a hydration break in his shorts saying global warming's a myth. Oh... Are you a flat earther too? Global warming's a myth. Long throwing from Germany, headed away. Troy, did you see Fab has now quoted the price at 116 mil? He's a fraud. 116 mil for who? We're talking about Anderson still? There is 2 minutes left here in this game for Ecuador to hold on and go through to the knockout rounds. Who I don't even know who they'd be playing against. I mean, they still don't know. It'd be a third-place team. The third-place games are all pretty undecided. I think Cunha's going to have a great year for United. Dude, never once did I doubt that man. Even at the start of the season when people were like questioning him a little bit, I'm like, dude, as soon as I saw Cunha carry the ball just one time, I knew this guy was going to be a baller. I'm like, this guy is my number 10. He is going to be a baller. He already, like his first season, he already was like fairly good. But next season for sure, man, he is about to pop off. I'd say, apart from Bruno, man, he's United's best player. David saying he predicted the Ivory Coast 2-0. Did you give a prediction for the Japan-Sweden game already? I feel like you did, and I forgot it. Oh my goodness. Messisi, what's going on? He said, Ola, tips on some people don't like soccer. Instead, they are fans of basketball, especially Filipino. What? I don't even know what you're trying to say to me there. You're telling me people don't like soccer, and some people don't like soccer, and instead they are fans of basketball. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Japan 2-1 saying counter debate. Yeah, I want to see Japan win that game. Ecuador might play Mexico. David saying 2-1 to Sweden. I mean, they love basketball more instead of soccer. I mean, that's pretty normal. I don't think everybody in the entire world likes the same stuff. So is it Germany and Ivory Coast through and Ecuador in third, Troy? Yes, it is. And it's full-time whistle. Ecuador have done it. They're going to go through as a third-place team. They've got the 4 points. But yes, it's Germany first, Germany first, Ivory Coast second. Full-time in that game as well. Ivory Coast beat Curaçao 2-0. But the Ecuador fans, man, look what it means to them. Look what it means to the players. Celebrating literally like they won the World Cup. That is huge for them. A very hard-fought win against one of the toughest teams in the tournament. They deserve to go through. This game was played in New York, too. I didn't even know that. Honestly, well done. 100% deserve that result. Ecuador versus Mexico would be an insane game if that's actually what it is. Dude, I don't even know who was it who got the game-winning goal, man. That guy deserves a statue. Great performance, too, from Caicedo. Yeah, dude, these guys are in tears, man. This means the fans, too, in tears. The Ecuador fans, man, I'm telling you, they're nuts. I swear to you, they're the most passionate fans in the tournament. Ecuador to play England? Dude, this is sick. Ecuador scenes. Wow, man. I love this World Cup. I love the storylines that are unfolding here. Coach was literally... He climbed in the stands when they scored. Unbelievable. The Ecuador coach can't keep the ladies off him. Puts an end to this group. Next games, we have Tunisia versus Netherlands and Japan versus Sweden. That's obviously the main one everybody's looking at. Sweden probably going to need to get a draw here if they're going to want to go through. And Japan would be going through either way. But yeah, like for Japan, it's really just up to Sweden. Like Netherlands is going to beat Tunisia. They beat... Yeah, it depends. I just imagine Netherlands is going to win like 3-0. Unless Tunisia makes it a decent game. Japan could technically have an opportunity to. What was the score of the Japan-Tunisia game? I'm trying to think of what the goal differential actually is. Is it even semi-close? Or is it just going to be looking like Netherlands top in the group? It's really just down to Sweden for this game. What an upset by Ecuador. Do we know Germany play in the round of 32? No, I don't know. Like the second place teams will know. The first place teams, like there's like you got to wait till the third place teams all play in the groups to really know. T saying maybe Paraguay. Dude, I've heard Paraguay, Mexico, England. I've heard or no, that was for Ecuador. Paraguay against Germany. Ivory Coast will play Norway. Oh my goodness, that'd be a crazy game too. That Norway-France game tomorrow should be interesting as well. Do we give Norway a shot to win that game or no? Japan and Netherlands both have 4 points and 4 goal differential. Okay, so maybe we could see Japan top the group. As long as they get the better goal differential. What would it come down to if they had the same goal differential since they drew? What's after head-to-head in goal differential? It's probably like cards or some stupid shit like that. Or maybe, is it goals 4? Cards? Damn, I don't know. Well, we'll see how these games unfold. But for now, this is where I'm going to be ending this stream. But again, we will be live for these next games here. Netherlands, Tunisia, Sweden, and Japan. We'll probably be setting the live up about 10 minutes before kickoff. So if you haven't already, you're watching on TikTok, hit that follow button. Come over, again, join the YouTube family. Link in the TikTok bio, or you can search the Casual Fan up on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, turn the bell on so you know when we go live or post a video. You see any of my videos out, make sure you drop a like on it, drop a comment on it, show it any type of support. It honestly means the world to me. Again, much love to everybody who comes up into these streams and shows support to the channel. It honestly means the world to me, and you guys are all absolute legends. Again, we hope I see you in the next stream for this Japan, Sweden, Netherlands, Tunisia games. But if not, I hope you guys have a brilliant rest of your night, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.